We had the girl in the last video, now we got you. What's up guys, it's Jay Dennis, and we are going to talk about the first song I did as a solo artist called We're Made Braver. These are parentheses. And Braver, because Final Fantasy VII. This song came out in 2012 in the summer. It actually reached the final stages of production while I was in Denmark. So I want to say it was May of 2012. The writing for this song actually began the previous summer in 2011, back when I was still in my band. I had written the music and I'd written the chorus lyrically, but I was hoping that my prior vocalist would fill in the blanks along the way with verses in the bridge or whatever. But this song was intended, originally before it was my first solo artist song, it was intended to be a more, not mainstream, but a more like radio catchy direction for my otherwise super heavy band. You know, there wasn't too much clean vocals, there wasn't too much, there was catchiness, but it was heavy catchiness, if that makes sense. That's why I wrote that chorus, you know, and I wanted to sing it. I wrote the chorus and I wrote the outro. So everything with my band ends, again, everything's cool, but this is just the story of the song. This is the first song that I'm recording with a friend of mine, and that friend of mine was actually a dubstep artist at the time. But he did some solid Rise Record sounding stuff back when that was trendy. This is the first song I did by myself, and David Quinn did the vocals for the bridge, which, you know, that angelic, beautiful singing you're hearing? It's not me. That's my friend David. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, but in the bridge, since we're talking about the bridge, where he's singing, I have been challenged a few times saying, you didn't play that bass line, that's programmed. No. I made up that bass line on the spot. I am primarily a guitar player. That's what I've been doing for 14 years. Going on 15 soon. But in my heart of hearts and on the stage, I'm a vocalist. I'm a front man. I got the energy, I got the confidence. I can run a room. I can run an audience. That is what I do. So guitar, skill level is up here. Vocal is coming up, okay? But I can also play bass. So the bass was recorded on a 5-string. The song is in drop D. I'm pointing over here because my song stuff is over here. The song's in drop D, meant to be very happy sounding. Heavily influenced by Asking Alexandria, like the guttural vocals. How convenient was it that I was there again to take the blame for society's faults? That's the second verse. I do all that in the, how convenient was it? Very meant to be like reminiscent of Danny Warsnip back when Asking Alexandria was a little bigger. But my music's a little more aggressive than Asking Alexandria. But that was part of the influence. Post-hardcore music was very popular at the time. I'm not really one to jump on trends or anything, but I'm not going to pretend that I wasn't influenced by that stuff. So yeah, I wrote that bass line, okay? Did all the guitars, did all the vocals. Drums are programmed, and I gave David ideas, but he played a large part in writing and programming the drums, giving them those tones. For the amount of money I paid for this song, I got a pretty damn good sounding demo. So he kind of hooked it up there. I thought this was a great way to showcase me being a solo artist by myself and what I could do. Everything sounded tight. I actually did releasing this song and a lyric video back in 2012 on the Jay Dennis Facebook page. I must have deleted it years ago because it's not there anymore. But after this video is done, you're going to have the song. I'll probably put the lyrics in the description box. What is the song about? So originally, again, back in 2011, I wrote the chorus. It's, we're made in this life and these memories. You said it was simple, just you and me. We built these images just to tear them apart. They were all just works of art. So it's just kind of just meant to be like a catchy, melodic, like, we're happy together. It's just you and me. It sounds like a romantic thing, but it could be about friendship too. But then like the verses where I'm screaming and I'm like, "Urgh," they're the opposite. The intro actually kicks off with, "Not dying is an insult to those that choose to live. There is repentance for those that sin." So it's actually kind of a shot at people that were not living their best life and trying to bring me down for trying to live my best life. So some of the lyrical themes were potent for what I was going through at the time. I realized that in hindsight, when I was a little bit younger, maybe some of the themes weren't as original. How many songs have you heard where a guy's just pissed off? He's like, "Fuck you, I'm gonna rise again." Like that's what a lot of my older music was about. But I tried to be clever. I put punchlines in there and a lot of inside jokes. So the reason I like this song a lot is because I use a lot of harmonies in D, fifths. So they sound really happy, really epic. The guitar solo is pretty simple and easy to play, but it's still got a bit of a kick to it. And I was really proud of the clean part that I wrote, not just because of the bass line, but the guitar parts and the way David's voice sounds in it. Again, lyrically, it's basically a shot to those that just want to remain in mediocrity. That's why the last lyrics of the song, during that like epic final breakdown, is "Guidance is waiting for you." Like, there are people out there that they're living their best life, that are willing to help you. And not because they're coming from a place of superiority or anything, it's just because trying to be a good person, but you can't rescue people that don't want to be rescued. Very big mistake I made in the past was trying to rescue people that did not want to be rescued. There are parasites, there are leeches out there. And again, there are people that I haven't seen in years. I don't know how much they've grown or how much they've changed, or even if they've regressed. But this is no longer about what it was originally written about. But that's what the song is about. The chorus, where I'm using those high emergency chords between the drop D breakdown. To put it simply, I already know that you're not willing to grow. We watch the moves we make. Plan so carefully, yet react so carelessly. So these lyrics really did have a purpose, and they were really potent. But this was kind of meant to be, this was almost meant to be like the riot starter of Jay Dennis. It was meant to be a statement song. But whereas Riot Starter is about me saying, "I'm back again," and I'm back. But this is just me saying, like, I'm already here and I'm already awesome. I can do this. But enjoy the song. Thank you guys for watching. Until the next one.
Reveal your simple, just you